am on a mission to read 7 books in 7 days. Watch me go through a lot of seasons as I experience a lot of joy, anxiety, and question my reality.
Ladies and gentlemen, well, that's rude. You guys are not ladies and gentlemen, unless if you want to be called that. But here we are. Good afternoon, boys and girls. No, that's actually more dramatic. Okay, you know what? Let's just stop all those things because I can't even find a way to be profound and more nicer. But let's start. So today I am doing one of the most impossible things that I ever done in my entire life because I am literally afraid of horror movies. But I decided to read this horror book. I decided to read seven thrill, basically horror movies in a section of thrills because actually they actually terrified the soul out of me. But I decided to read all of this book in 7 days.
So I started with Adoption because it seemed like a wonderful book, and besides, the cover did look pretty, so don't judge me over there.
And if you can see it, as you can see the time right now. So which means that I have been reading this book for more than 4 hours and I'm already at page 241. Do you know the moment when you're reading something and your heart feels as if like it's pacing as if like someone is chasing you? That's how I'm feeling right now when I'm reading this book because it's making me feel as if like I'm about to die of heart attack because this book just been so way too much. You know what I'm saying, right? But it's so good at the same time. But this book is so scary, and at the same time, if you want to read a book like this one, usually I'm telling you like it's like 18 rated because this book just kind of screams, I need to help because like oh my god, I don't know what to do because this book just literally scares the living crap out of me. But I'm gonna keep on reading it because that's what I'm gonna do.
So basically, this is how the book goes. It's about a war criminal who actually escapes the country to be able to live a supposedly good life, only to adopt 3 teachers and use them as their toys. And while both detectives are trying to find the missing women with only 2 bodies being found, now they're searching for the dead. Do you think they're gonna find it? Because honestly, it's about to get real in here.
Guys, I am finally done with this book. It's morning, a new day, a new book. Which book should I read? Because I am done with this book. I'm done with this book. Even though it was so fast, I'm done with this book. Yeah, this book was absolutely amazing. At the same time, I love reading it because it just kept on filling me with a lot of suspense. Like it was like kind of like it was a fast read because like I was like constantly moving my eyes around, like wanting to know what's gonna happen after every single page. So it was a much better read than where I could just like keep reading it faster because like I couldn't like I don't think I would have slept if I didn't finish this book because my mom was like, "What happens in the next part?" So that's that which means it explains how amazing this book is. So now, which book shall we read? Cause we got NPD, Red, James Patterson, basically. So we got this one. Then we got Texas Outlaw. Oh my god, I just guessed it. And I feel so. We got Texas Outlaw. So which means should we read this book? The range has gone rogue. I think rogue just means like on alone on a different path, like not following the thing. And then we got the Cross to Cost Murder. Don't know what's going on, but I think this one looks very interesting. Then we got Double Cross. I don't read this book. I mean, like it looks like a fast read, but I don't know if maybe I would have the patience to read it. But I'm like, I don't know. I have this thing of like not picking the right book, which kind of like makes me frustrated, you know. And we got Alex Cost. So I already told you that one, so it's something too interesting. So which book shall I read? Which book shall I read? Which book shall I read, guys? Help me. Okay. Okay. Meeny, miny, mo. Who stole the bird from the chicken? It was Jerry. So I got the Cost to Cost Murder. The trailer is on the road. I have no idea where that song came from. I'm actually gonna take it. Meeny, miny.
Basically, the book is about a scientist who actually adopts like 2 kids who have a mental problem, only to find out that those 2 kids actually have kind of like a mental block and actually have a persona of what they see. Basically, like they have like personality disorder. I think that's what it is.
So as you can see the time right now, basically it's 10 minutes to 6 and I have been reading this book starting from 12 o'clock and I'm already at 260 and it's such a thrill that I chose a good book, The Coast of Coast Murders. It's kind of like a little tip on tip. Okay, I'm going to be a little bit of spoiler alert, right? So basically this person where like he doesn't think that he's killing those people, but apparently he's going through like a basically what is it like a mental block, honestly I don't know what is it like, what is it called, yeah I don't know what is it, yeah basically it's going to that moment where it's like he doesn't remember what he's doing. He's always finding himself in different positions and he doesn't even remember every single thing. So every person that he killed, he doesn't seem to remember them, but like it's all connected to his past, and which kind of trips it up because like at the end of the day, you want to believe he's innocent, but all results and everything that he does also proves it to him. So it says he has headaches, he has blockouts. So it's like, what is going on with him? And at the same time, now his sister, basically adopted sister, right? Like they're trying to like he's trying to help him in every way, not knowing that she's actually getting into a lot of trouble at the same time. So it's kind of like a thrill reading this book. And the thing is, like 500 pages, and I feel so certain that I'm gonna be finishing this book by the end of today. That's how amazing it is. I just love this book. The way it is so time consuming, and it just makes you feel as if like you're going on at the plot of a movie, as if like something's going on. By the way, if you hear noises outside, that's people in the background, like in my neighbor's kids playing, right? So yeah, that's the reason why I love this book, and it is so good, and it just feels so amazing. And like I can't believe that I read this book for 5 hours, and I'm already at 260. I believe if I read this book for another 5 hours, I believe that I'll be done with this book. So let's see how it goes again.
Guys, to be fair, at this point, I feel like I already gave you what you need to know because I even said way too much. Even I said that.
It's 11:30, and I am done with the second book. I'm done with it. I mean, I think I would have been done with it a long time ago. It's just that I've been cooking, like cleaning, and all those things. So that's the reason why. But I can't believe I'm finally done with this book. And it was this book was such a roller coaster. It was, a book where it makes you feel as if like you're questioning what you're reading. That's the type of book that I was. Because like you thought that this person was the one that's supposed to kill this person, only to find that all along it was the sister who was behind this thing. And the sister at the center, she doesn't even realize that she's doing this thing, and she thinks, and she created this version of this other person who's doing the same thing that she's not supposed to do, which is just a whole lot of mixture of what is going on in this thing. Like I kept on reading, I was like, oh my god, what's going on? But it felt so good reading this book, and I'm telling you, I'm waiting for already 2 days, and I have finished two books. Such an amazing progress, and I love the fact that I've been so consistent with it. But tomorrow's gonna be another day where I am gonna be reading book number three, and I hope that I can be able to read two books the same day, so it can be book number four the same day. But let's see how it's gonna be working, because I think it's gonna be working amazing. So right now it's basically, as you can see, the time basically it's almost like 3:17, and I am at close to 48, and I shouldn't have picked this book. I think I should have picked it last. Maybe then that would have energized me, because like this book is kind of slow paced, and even though there's a lot that's happening at the beginning, but the way it's written is written as if like simple writing. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like this happened and that happened and that happened, but this happened again. And it was that kind of thing where it's almost like, at first I got confused because we started with a prolong of two guys who end up killing this mafia guy, and obviously the family vows that the police must not be involved because they're gonna try to find the killer, which sounds very excited. And then so I don't know, after when it looks at that, obviously no, obviously they don't talk about that, but then it moves to the detectives right now. So the detectives are kind of like searching over the homicide of people that have been killed by this suicide person who's pretending to be God in a way, by making a show basically killing people who are at higher powers, for then like making them confess to the fact that they did do something bad. So that's the little bit of plot to that's going on, but I don't like the writing style. I mean, like compared to the other two books that I read, those ones were like 5 stars, but this one for me, I don't know, it was overhyped, and I thought that it was going to be like something really amazing. Especially when I look at it, I thought like it's going to be something that I would just look at it and be like, wow, I'm loving this book. But yeah, I'm just gonna have to go through with it and read at the same time, but I feel like maybe it's gonna get better along the way, you know what I mean? I am done with book number three. Book number three in 3 days. I feel so happy. I feel so good like right now, because like it's just that's how I feel right now, because I am done reading this book. It was so slow paced. I thought I was never gonna finish it, and now I'm just done, and I feel so happy about it, because honestly there was a lot of plot twists that was actually happening around in this book, and a lot of things that I just got conflicted at the same time, tired of it. I mean, I fell asleep while reading this book for like 5 hours. I missed 5 hours. I would have been done with this book, like, but obviously I wasn't, because like I fell asleep, and I had to reread it, and it's like, oh my god, when am I finishing it, when am I finishing it, when am I finishing it? And things got that I finally finished it, and I feel so happy right now, even though it's 1:30 right now, and it's like oh my god, like honestly, I fell asleep, so I don't even have energy to sleep, and I don't know if I should pick another book and read it, or should I just fall asleep and wake up in the morning? Because right now it's already morning, it's like 1:30, so I don't know what to do. But you know what? It doesn't matter. So tomorrow you're gonna be seeing me reading another book. as you see, almost close to 11:30. So, which means I have already finished two books, Double Cross and also Texas Outlaw. That's the books that I have already finished, and right now I have to finish Alex Cross and also The Silent Patient. So, take me on a journey because we're gonna be seeing how exciting it's gonna be. Because I am tired and I want to sleep, and as you can see, the clothes that I'm wearing right now is like, leave me alone. But I only got two more books to read. I know. I just want to kill myself. Why did I put myself through this? Oh my god, I don't know why. I keep on putting myself into things that I know that I shouldn't do, but I keep on stressing myself to do it. I think I need a medical condition. Overthinking anxiety and overthinking about things that I'm not supposed to be overthinking about. It makes sense, right? Guys, what I need right now is a bath and a sleep. And like I need sleep. But one thing is, as much as this book may seem interesting, Alex Cross, because I actually read the first book of Alex Cross from the Double Cross one, it was kind of interesting. But right now, the only thing that I'm thinking about is sleeping. So the best way for me to do this way is how about I read something like a horror, something like the Silent Patient. But the Silent Patient, y'all need to tell you like it's in my phone, so. Guys, as much as I don't like reading, as much as I don't want to read this book, but I promise myself that I'm going to commit to this challenge, regardless of how I feel, at the same time that I'm reading this thing in the middle of the night. Wish me luck. I have finally finished the challenge. 6 books, 7 days. I mean, I couldn't believe that I could do something like that because I was actually expecting to actually read like 7 books in 7 days, but unfortunately, time slipped past me, and I had to just do the challenge anyway and just have to read all I can. So it was an amazing journey to be able to read so many books. I'm hoping you guys actually had a lot of fun with me doing it because I was like stressing myself because end of the day when I was reading the same author and the same book, like the same theory like murder mystery, right? One thing I came across is that it started becoming boring because it was like, okay, it was like a murder mystery detective, someone killing, and all of it was just somebody was like wanting to kill the president, somebody killed the people, and all those things. But then when I was writing like patient, the silent patient, it became so much interesting. Like the silent patient, let me tell you something, right? Spoiler alert, right? So basically, the silent patient, only to find out that the woman that was like kept quiet, right? Basically who was actually being her therapist was the one who actually kind of caused her to come back from the trauma of when her father told her that like she wished that she had died instead of her mother. And obviously when the doctor found out that the man's wife basically was cheating with her wife, with his wife, I don't know if I'm making sense, he was cheating with his wife, so he came into his house and told him and basically put a gun in his man and told him, should you die or should your wife die? Obviously, the man didn't want to die. He said, my wife. He said, I don't want to die. And then obviously, it triggered kind of an emotional rap into the back of the woman's head because the woman said, was like, oh, he wants me to die. So, which means he's kind of triggering back the emotions that my father gave me. So, he ended up shooting this man. And it became so much drama because only to find the therapist that was trying to help her was also the therapist that actually made her shoot the man. So, which means she kind of was involved in the murder. She kind of triggered the emotion to make the man kill himself. I couldn't believe myself because honestly, it was like so shocking and so absorbed that you just kind of spiraled of control, like honestly. But anyway, I really love this challenge, and unfortunately, I couldn't read the 7 book. But I promise next time I'm gonna do something. So if you guys love this types of videos, you tell me because honestly, I'm trying to experiment on here right now, and I'm gonna start creating more personal journey videos, like the types of books that I read and doing like book summaries and all those things. So if you guys kind of like that, it will do me such an amazing honor, and I will see you in next video. Salute.